Hey, welcome in everybody. How's it going? My name is Jay. Welcome back to the Gilded Cage. I hope you're all doing good. Hope you're having a nice Sunday so far. Hope for those of you in the European area, you're having a nice lunch soon, or you already had something nice for lunch. If you're somewhere else in the States, you should probably be asleep. And if you're one of our Southeast Asia friends, then I hope you're having a nice evening. Before I continue, I'm gonna have a quick look who is here as I try to also. Hey, M, welcome in. So welcome in Miyagi, welcome in Multi, welcome in Biscuit, welcome in Stratos, welcome in M, the other M, my bad, and welcome in Toes. I hope you're all doing well. It has definitely been 2 weeks, as you probably could guess from my already
more passion, more passion, more passion, more energy, more footwork.
Okay, that's better. There we go. So yeah, it has definitely been one hell of a 2 weeks. I've not been there, as you probably noticed. I've not been there for roughly that time. And yeah, before we get into my new job, which is the factory that must grow, to give you some context on what happened is in August I will be doing something else. So I had a bit of a rough time at my current position. Things didn't go so well, and yeah, I gave my notice. That's what happened. So, and the reason I have not been there is because between stressing out about getting everything sorted to finish up things and the general, well, now I have an extra task in trying to find something else, which luckily was not too difficult, so I didn't lose too much time with that. Yeah, that's what was taking up most of my time with the over the last weeks. Sorry to hear. It's okay. It happened, right? It's behind me now. I'm off next week because I took all my holidays that I still had the right to. Unfortunately, it was not that much holidays because I had been taking quite a few days here and there because I wasn't feeling too well because of work. So unfortunately, not as much holidays as I would have liked, but we do what we can. It's okay. But yeah, so maybe the social post, maybe the Blue Sky post made it sound a lot more dramatic than it really is, because I already have something else lined up, signed, and ready to go. So there's no real problems there, luckily. But it did, yeah. I'd just say it cut hard into my motivation to be here. Like, there were a lot of evenings where I got home and I did nothing because I didn't want to touch a computer anymore after a whole day at the office. But it is what it is. Let's put it like that. So the plan for today is we're going to be restarting Factorio once more. I know I've already promised about 5 times over the last 3.5 years that we would finally beat Factorio, and I still have not done it, so I'm not doing very well in that aspect. But maybe one day we will actually do a proper run. So we're going to be doing that for a little bit, and then I have a friend of mine, Tenta, who is doing a debut at 2 p.m. So roughly around that time we will raid out and go over to them. And with that said, let's have a look at the game. Okay, that should be good. I'm just checking. Is there? Oh, I might have muted the game. My bad. There we go. That's a lot better. Let's make a new game. It's just Space Age free play, default map, and let's go and see what we end up with. So, okay. This map is looking. It's looking very barren. I can't say I really like this. There's not a lot of it's not that there's no stuff in there, but it's mostly it's all this sand. So hopefully we can go to a different planet and work with that. Alright, so first things up is gonna be like every Factorio game. We're gonna be setting up a couple drills. Let's start with this let's start with iron. I also need a bit of resources to get everything going, so I'm going to... also, I need to probably fold this in a little bit. Let's see. Oop, that's much better. Okay, at least that's gonna be a bit less obnoxious. Yeah. Thank you, Stratus. I'm very happy with the model. It's very it's been very nice so far. Okay, so there we go. So we got our first drill going, the first of many. And until then, I guess we're gonna be. Actually, I should probably be trying to pick up some trees and some rocks, because rocks sometimes have. I need them for furnaces, and also secondly, sometimes these rocks, they have coal in them, which is nice. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like these do that. The other downside of not having forests near us is that we're gonna have to be a bit more careful with pollution. Either that or build defenses when we can. Also, when we... Why am I getting... Oh, if you craft 50 iron plates, that gives you the research. I forgot that they changed that you don't need to research these science packs all the time anymore, so that's nice. In terms of music I'm playing today, this is the OST to Shapes 2, because I'm not really a big fan of the Factorio music. It's a little dark, it's not very happy music, right? It's not the kind of music that makes you feel like, yippee, we're gonna be on this planet and we're gonna do some cool factory stuff. No, it's more the kind of music that you would expect from, okay, we crash landed here. We're in a bit of a we're in a bit of a bad situation now. Alright, so what I am gonna do, you need to play Shapes too. It is very good. It is very good. I do like Shapes a lot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is you can point drills towards each other, and also I need to figure something out, because I heard that they added a key for... Let me see. I want to try something, because you cannot flip it. I'm pretty sure they added something for that, but I don't know where it is. Reverse. It's not rotate. Where did they put this? So we have forced build ghost. That's fine. Did they not introduce it yet? I'm pretty sure I saw a post from their blog which said that you can now change the output of mining drills. But maybe they... I don't know, maybe they haven't gotten around to it yet, or... Who knows? It's fine. Okay, so let's get another drill going. And we will also start mining a bit of copper. Hey, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? How are you doing, Wisp? How's everything? Let's get some trees as well, because we're going to be needing those for some power poles later. And let's get our first copper drill going. You hope you've been doing well? Yeah, I've been alright. I was talking about it earlier. If the title sounds very ominous, it's okay. I'm changing work, and I'm off for a week. So, don't worry about that. There's no bird out of work situation or anything like that happening. Luckily. Because that would be kind of bad. Nice. It's okay. I really wish I didn't have to do it, right? It came with a lot of extra stress that I really could not use in my life, but it is what it is. I made the decision. And now we roll with it. Yeah. No, I've... You know, it's never nice, and especially as someone who has already changed quite a few times in their life. You know, it would be nice if I could just stay somewhere for longer than... I think this was my longest period at 2 years, which still is... Let's just say not exactly that impressive, right? Okay, let's see. So we have labs now, we have power. Oh no, we have electricity. Okay, that's nice. What I would really like to do is get some iron going. Put down some more drills. You get that you've changed a lot yourself? Yeah, that's... It happens, right? Because some people make it seem like it's the end of the world, really, but it's really not that bad. Okay, just put a little bit of copper in there to keep things going. It do be like that nowadays. Yes, exactly. In my field as well, I work in IT, so my best... Unfortunately, the best way for me to get a raise is to go somewhere else. You got interview tomorrow? Oh, good luck. I hope it goes well for you. Alright, let's also get a boiler in there. I'll just do this. Fortunately, I'm a little poor for steam engine, but it's going to be like that for a little while until we actually get some proper production going. But for now, we'll clear things like this. It will be okay. Okay, that's fine. Part I'm working in the kitchen, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, as long as it pays your rent, right? I assume it's gonna be a restaurant kitchen, or you're gonna be working in one of those ghost kitchens I've heard about. For those of you who don't know, ghost kitchens is a concept where you order delivery food from a restaurant, but the restaurant doesn't actually exist. It's only a kitchen, and they make the food in there and deliver it, but there's no actual place where you can go. Also, welcome in, Fab. How's it going? Yes, it is a bird. It is me. I'm finally back after, what is it, about 2 weeks. I'm doing pretty okay. I'm chilling. We're talking about how I had a new job lined up, so I hope that's all gonna go well. And what do I need to do? I need to get a lab going, that is. So what I'm doing now is I'm bringing some power down because I want to start... Okay, that's not even connected. And I know you can drag them, but I didn't really bother. Hey, how's it going? How was your start on the new league, Fab? Did you manage to get pretty far? I hope it went well. Okay, let's take this coal out from my coal setup, and then we need I could actually use a couple more drills, would be nice to have over here. You started tier 11 today. Okay, you're already far into the end game. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that I didn't know you could go so fast. Like, I know you can... I didn't know you could get up so fast. I felt like Path of Exile's one campaign was a little bit longer, so it felt to me like you needed a bit more time to do things, but maybe not, if you're saying it works like that. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Okay, so I'm gonna extend my power a bit more. Where do I want to bring it to, actually? Because for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this really basic setup, right? We use some boxes and 2 assemblers for some science. So we're gonna do that. Well, I can't even do that yet because I need to fabricate more science packs. So let's do some automation. Oh, the first game's campaign is shorter. Okay, I know it always felt longer to me, but that's also because it has, if I remember well, there's a lot more chapters in there, no? What does this give? Does it get... Oh yeah, you have to research electric drills. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that so much. Okay, so what I think I will do first is... I'm kind of deciding where I want to go first with this, aside from refueling this furnace. I'm not exactly a speedrunner, so it's not like I'm going to try to go for the fastest start in the game, but the way I'm looking at it now is we could probably build out towards... Where would I like to put my furnaces and everything? Probably extending towards the north seems like the best. There's also a bit more iron here. There's also coal here. Okay, that's nice. It's not a lot of iron, though, actually. And... yeah, I don't think I'm mining stone just yet, but I will get around to that in just a little bit. Okay. Alright, so I think what I'll do is I'm going to try and build... just put a bit more coal everywhere, run around a little bit until I've researched automation. And then we can start making some assemblers for various things, right? We can put like kind of things I want to assemble right now is mostly belt. Belt is the most urgent thing that I need to start making. And then science packs would be second. And we'll also go for the immediately go for the electric... no, not fast inserters actually. I want mining drills. Let's get that out of there. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 assembling machines. We're gonna be needing those for the... for my science setup, which is gonna be a little janky for now. 1, 2, 3. I think it's something like this. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. So, the reason you build a setup like this is you can... This one will make gears. This one's gonna make science, and then you drop a little bit of both resources in there. You finished the playthrough. It was very anticlimactic. I have heard it's... Yeah, I have heard it's a little... The ending is a bit anticlimactic. But good to hear that you finished Space Age. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever even made it to another planet. You can tell I have not played... I have quite a few hours in this game, but somehow I never seem to get anywhere, which is a little sad. But it's okay, right? Maybe this time we can actually finish one of these games. It's the same for Satisfactory. Well, Satisfactory, I made it to phase 5, which is the last phase of the game, and then I kind of gave up because I thought it was a little tedious. If you make a lot of Tesla coils and fight the work, you can delete it. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Stratos. You lost me there. It took you a lot of willpower to not restart constantly. I feel that. I feel that. Okay, let's get some boxes and inserters. New planets are really fun? Alright, good to know. I'll definitely try and get there. You'll see them when you get to the fire planet? Oh, right, Volcanus, right? Yeah, I'll have to see. I'm getting emails from VGen. Oh, I'm not going to be looking at that right now. I have no commissions in progress, so they can do whatever they want, I suppose. Okay, so the idea is I want to run the furnaces up roughly here, and then I want to start doing my main factory to the right. And yes, I am one of those people who does the same designs. I am boring like that. It is what it is. I am someone who uses a bit of similar designs a lot of the time, but I think it's perfectly fine. Okay, let's see. I'll do something like this. And then... The space travel is fun, but a bit much, but you can watch movies if needed after you try it. Now, I have an idea of what is needed, but I appreciate the advice. But I have seen some parts of this. So I want you to make belts. Like that. You will make gears. There. And then, well, yeah. This is not going to do very much because I need to start putting iron in there. So I need to build a lot more belts to get that to work, which should be okay. Okay, let's have this. Come on, give me my one belt. No, there's not even one belt in there, of course. Okay, I can probably do a little bit better than this. Just drop things in machines. Also, welcome in, Noah. How's it going? How are you doing? Hope everything is well. Okay. Okay, so we have... This is working. So I'm making... Well, kind of slowly, but steadily making some belts. That's good. I really want to get electric drills because I'm getting a little tired of this mess here that I'm making. With these. Oh, this drill already ran out as well of resources. Okay, that's even better. So I need to move this one. That's okay. It's okay. This stage of the game is a little slow, and then once we finally get to something with a bit more... We will get to a point where things go a little faster. So here, what I want to do is something like this. There we go. You're doing good about yourself. Glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm chilling. Maybe not the best I have ever been in my life, but... Wrong game, but nice try. You're gonna be lurking. Have a fantastic day of rest and relaxation. Don't bully the streamer unless your name is Nixie. That is so true. Thank you so much for the kind words, Stratos. I hope you have an excellent day yourself. And oh, I actually don't have underground belts. This is Factorio. Hey, how are you doing? Yes, it is. I am playing Factorio today. How are you doing, Voila? Hope everything is well. Oh, you're also playing Factorio. That's not much of a surprise, is it then? Hope everything is well with you. I saw you were playing yourself, so I hope that was a lot of fun. You doing alright? Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm alright. Just playing one of my favorite games, so today cannot be too bad, right? Other than that, I did some laundry, and yeah, it's okay. Also, yesterday was the... Oh, we ran out of power. I probably need to fix that. I was at a gaming cafe thing yesterday, so I found out they do this at a community center in a village that is relatively close to where I live. Need to talk more sometime? Yeah, sure, you can always... You know where to find me. And so I went over there with a couple friends. It was quite nice. They had a lot of consoles set up, so you could play some games with people, which was cool. They also had some tables for board games. I did bring my magic cards because I heard there would be some people doing that. And it turned out they were, but I didn't want to abandon my friend because they were all free-player tables. And so I didn't really feel like telling... I didn't feel like telling my friend, hey, I'm gonna go play some Magic. You can go figure out things for yourself. I felt like would have been extremely rude to do. And not very nice. You should DM me some even polls for Avatar. Yeah, you can do that. Go for it. I'm personally not so big on the... what do they call it? Universes Beyond. You know, the extended stuff. I personally don't play those cards very much, but hey, good pulls are good pulls, right? That's important. What do I want to go next? Just logistics and then gun turrets, I guess. It's gonna be fine. And yeah, we will be fixing this later, huh? You just like Avatar? Yeah, that's perfectly cool. There's nothing wrong with the sets, but my personal view on it, if you really need to know what my personal opinion on it is I'm okay with these tie-ins. I'm okay with these tie-ins as long as it stays relatively fantasy-ish. So like, Lord of the Rings was alright. I didn't mind that one too much because, you know, it is the progenitor of most fantasy things. So I felt like it's an okay tie-in. Final Fantasy is also pretty good, also because the Magic universe, some of the settings have Magitech in them, like magical technology, so it was not so out of place. Then yes, there is a Miku deck you can buy. They have done a tie-in with everything. Yes, that one too. It has become the Fortnite of card games. They have a collab with everything. It does feel out of place. Yeah, that's my opinion too. I personally will not say anything if other people play these cards. I'm not going to be a gatekeeper and say, ooh, I don't want to play with you because you're playing like you're playing Teenage Turtles. Like, you need to be a kind of shitty person to to refuse to play with people just because they have different pictures on their cards. But in general, I don't mind. The soups nobody could add. Somebody couldn't stop adding ingredients to. Yeah, that's what I feel too. But the numbers speak for themselves. That's the thing, right? Because there's a blog on... You're not playing before Black Lotus? Stratos, if I had 4 Black Lotus, I would not be playing them because they are way too valuable to begin with. Like, I'm not risking that. So for those of you who do not play Magic the Gathering, Black Lotus is a card that is pretty well known for being the most expensive card in the game. You can't. They are pretty rare, and by pretty rare I mean they're very rare. If you do happen to run across someone who has one, they will probably not play it because it will be in, as they call it, what is it called? I think they call it slabbing it, which is that you get it graded and they put it in a case. So good luck playing one to begin with. And if you do, I think the one competitive format in that game where you can play it, you can only play one, and they're okay if yours is a proxy one, which means it's not a real one, because they don't expect anyone to own one. Which I think is perfectly fair. Yeah. I also personally have some proxies, or I think Wizards prefers to call them playtest cards. It's the same deal. I personally, it is a vintage. I think it's vintage lets you play one. Legacy, I don't think you can play one. But both of them are formats that go back to the start of the game. So yes, you can play. You can play nearly every card in the game that is not banned. I think the difference is Legacy has a ban list and Vintage instead says you can play one of those cards each. If I remember well, but I only play Commander, so I'm one of those people. Cause I only play it casually. I'd like the fact my power died again in the game. That's very cool, of course. Yugo is called Legacy. Yeah, it's formats that let you play things back to the start of the game, and then every so often they pop up, something new pops up because people are saying, hey, you know, I don't have an inserter on me. That's kind of unfortunate, actually. Oh, there happens to be one plate in here. Okay, nice. So I can build my one inserter coming to the rescue. There we go. Okay, power's back on. Well, does that not work anymore? Okay, you need to actually run it past the inserter. That's okay. I can even turn it like that. That also works. There we go. So that's not gonna run out of coal anytime soon. And then we need to start doing something similar, but we need to do it for the for all of these setups, right? So what I think I will do is... Right, I said I was going to put my furnaces here, so I'll probably run the... where do I want to run the iron one? Probably up here somewhere. Like, run it up vertically here seems okay. Alongside here is usually what I go with. Right, we still have gun turrets researched. Okay, great. So we can do that. And after that, I really want to start automating electric drills, because otherwise I'm going to be refueling them for days, and it's really not that fun. Okay, so let's get a bunch of belts up and going. We can do this. You can do that. And then I ran out of belt, but now we can start putting furnaces. Like this. You sent the magic and some Gundam. Oh, Gundam. Okay. I didn't know they had a card game. That's cool. I personally, yeah, it's good you got some cool pulls. I personally never buy boosters though. I only buy single cards because I play Commander, so you play singleton anyway, so you only need one card if you want to play it. And that's the main reason, really. And then the other ones is I don't really like gambling, and usually I need cards from very separate sets, right? So I end up saying like, hey, I need this thing from the expansion from 5 years ago, I need a card from last year's one, I need blah blah blah. It's okay. The art is pretty. That's cool. I'm always glad if they make some good art, because I actually have one card that I play that I got I commissioned a custom version of because I thought the art was so bad that I replaced replaced it. So if you, I've probably posted it on social media a while back, but I have a custom version of Astral Slide because I think the art is terrible. So I got my own one. You show you the alt arts? Yeah, go for it. You can send it over, but I will look at it after the stream because right now I'm doing my shift. Also, I need to extend my power over here. I need to get some electric drilling going. That's gonna go a lot nicer than what I'm trying to do right now, I feel. Where am I gonna put you? I do wonder if you could hang out sometime. Yeah, of course. I mean, we spoke about it already, right? Didn't you say you wanted to play Factorio and then the schedules never lined up or something, which is perfectly cool. But yeah, of course, you already asked, so we could definitely play some Factorio if you want. You're forgetful. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah, hit me up. You have my Discord, right? Okay, there we go. So now we have a bunch of drills that will run out very quickly. Actually, I'm gonna move some of these and put them where I have my... You don't think you do? Wait, let me... Okay, this I will quickly have a look on my Discord then, because that is kind of important. Okay, so I do have you in my friends list, but I cannot message you. So I don't know, maybe you... Oh, okay, apparently maybe okay, so you... I don't know what happened. Maybe I threw I don't know what actually happened. I don't know why we were not friends on Discord, because we see this, we did speak about Factorio before. Does the link still work? I will, if you could have a look now, if it still works. That would be cool, actually. Okay, let's see, what am I doing here? We did. I don't know, Discord is weird. I've had people kick, I don't know, I had people kick off friends from my friend list and sometimes do some cleaning. Yeah, it should be a permalink. I need to check actually because I have a couple different of those links just to see if there's people that do weird things. As in, we didn't pick a time. Well, the last time we spoke was in January, so no, we never agreed on a time. That's okay though, no stress. 5 is a number. Hey, welcome in, Yura. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the factory that must agglomerate into increasing numbers. I hope you're doing well. The January, but it's look at the chat history. You have the same chat history I do, so if it says January, it's January. Oh, welcome in, Obsidian. How are you doing? Let me give you a quick shout out. You're gonna pass? No, don't. Don't expire, please. It's not good for you. Are you EP? Okay, I hope you feel a little less EP soon then. Okay, so one of these drills should... Oh, okay, so if I make them take the coal out, that's gonna work really poorly. I need to make them put the coal in. Oh, I need to revert my setup a little bit. Alright, let's see. This is gonna work a little better. There we go. That's okay. Let's make it symmetrical so it doesn't look weird. And let's grab some... There you go. Let's grab some bunch of plates so I can make some undergrounds. A permanent state of being, Tam. Well, so I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel a little bit better soon and you can become less EP, because being perma EP is indeed not exactly a great state to be in, which is very unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so we have this setup working. I don't really love the way I did this because I want to guarantee my power keeps working. Thank you for the hydrate. I told myself I would stop looking at my little I would stop looking at my second display in the corner, but unfortunately I do realize that that's also where my ad timer is. So I was when someone gives me the hydrate, it's like, ooh, okay, I need to probably check. I need to start checking more. So if you see me glance into the corner, that is why. It's because that's where my I use one of those. It's not a Steam Deck, but it is close enough. It's close enough to a Steam Deck that what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I have this Steam Deck adjacent thing, and that is what I use as my streaming PC. Unfortunately, I've not actually used it. I've not used it a lot to go anywhere. Mostly because the battery has a tendency to die in about an hour. It's not very good with that, but it does work very well to run my OBS and everything. So I'm very happy that I ended up picking one up. I got lucky with it too, because it was an Amazon return, so I gambled on it, and it was fine. The charger was missing. Otherwise than that, it was perfectly. It works perfectly fine. It's not great for something supposed to be mobile. Well, the thing is that the one I have. So if you buy a Steam Deck or if you have a Steam Deck or a Nintendo Switch, you know, they are made. You know, they are custom made to run pretty well. This one is it's actually a Windows computer. It runs Windows, and that's why its power use is astronomical. You can slow it down. It's called throttling, right? You can make it use less power, but then it runs really badly. So if you want to do some actual intense gaming, the battery will die fast. But that's normal. I feel. Why am I doing research? I want to do belts. All right, there we go. Okay, so belt factory is up. And what else do I want to automate? Electric mining drills. I'm gonna need circuits. Okay. So we need to start doing. All my homies hate Windows. Yeah, I know you can stream on Linux. I'm very aware of that. I know that the options are getting better, but I'm still a bit hesitant. There's still a lot of software that I use that does not work on it. I've seen people have some strange issues, so I'm hesitant to change over. It's more difficult because this is one of those portable things. It means it's custom hardware, so I don't know how I feel about trying to make it work with try to make it work in that way. Hopefully that makes a bit of sense. Okay, so we have this here. So these furnaces I'm going to want to extend all the way up here, and then probably also on this side. So if I want to do anything with copper, I need to move it a bit more to the other side. So I think what I'll do is I'll build it a bit more the other way. Of course, when we get trains, it doesn't matter, because then I'm going to be putting stuff all over the place and use trains to make it work. But for now, I cannot really do that because yeah, but yeah, I do in general I do agree. I'm not the biggest Microsoft fan. I wish sometimes we would use something different, but it doesn't. It's also friction, I guess. It's you know, the fact that now you have to change everything over is like, ooh, okay, well, now I have to put some effort in and change things over, and I can't really be bothered to reinstall everything again, because it's not the first time that I've It's not the first time that I've had to reinstall everything on those PCs, and it's very painful. A very painful experience. Okay, let's get another drill going. Yeah, okay, so our production right now is pretty abysmal. I'm very aware of this. It will get fixed at some future point. He said, knowing that it will probably not get fixed until much later in the game, but I do what I can, alright? So, okay, I'm gonna have to already move these because I built it wrong. That's really great. It's a pain in the ass, but it's the pain in the ass I know how to work with. Yes, exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it. Yes, it's annoying, but at least by now I know all the annoying parts it has and how to work around them. So that's why. Yeah, that's actually, that describes it perfectly, really. Also because I see posts from other people I know and they switch over. What's up? Hey, welcome in. Is it call you G34? What would you prefer me to call you? Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Doing some casual Factorio today. Hope you're doing well. Just call me G. That also works. I can call you G. All good. How did you find the channel? Were you browsing through Factorio players or... Yeah, thanks for giving me a click. Casual Factorio. Well, as casual as one can get. Oh, you're just browsing. Okay, that's cool. Well, welcome in. I am unfortunately... Well, unfortunately. Oh yeah, please go get some rest, Voila. And definitely hit me up sometime if you want to play Factorio. We can try and figure something out. Get some good rest. But yeah, right now I'm at the beginning of the game. I have played this. You bet. Oh, good. Cheers. Have a good one. Yeah. So right now, G, we're at the beginning of the game. I'm setting up a couple things. I'm doing a new run because it's been too long since my previous one, so I don't remember anymore what exactly I was working on. So I prefer to go with a clean slate and we just start producing things from scratch. I don't mind it too much. Okay, let's see. So if we do this, that should start working already. And if I start now, I need to steal. Yeah, my iron production is really bad. I only have one drill. But we'll get to a couple things working, and then should be fine. At least the base game is not so harsh on you for being a little bit inefficient. I've played some mod packs, such as Industrial Revolution 3, which unfortunately does not exist anymore. It's really a shame because I really like that one. In that one, you get punished really hard if you don't automate much earlier than I do now, because... well, the main reason is that there are a lot more subcomponents for everything in those. A lot of mod packs add more complexity, so if you don't do that, and you try to make everything by hand, it will take forever because, well, you need to also handcraft all the little bits and pieces that go with, and it's really slow, so it's not recommended at all. Okay, did I make another drill? Or no, I was doing a whole bunch of things that were everything except making more drills, which is not very smart of me, admittedly. Okay, let's make an underground as well, so we can... Handcrafting, guys. Yeah, it's not good. Not something you want to do for most of the game. I agree. Okay, so we're gonna probably build to the south here for the rest of the factory. So that should be fine. One of the first things I want to do is get some more drills going for sure. And then I will get our science back and we'll start assembling a couple things we need, such as inserters. Automating inserters will be pretty good. And also see about automating all the things that need to be automated. It's very important. I also see we have some ads coming up very soon, so I'll probably take care of that in a bit and take a bit of a break. Oh right, I actually have this setup still here, so I don't need to move anything. Handcrafting good since it doesn't pollute. I've not played I'm just gonna plonk this here. We're gonna move these later. We're gonna move these down. It's okay. I've not played any kind of world where the pollution was such a problem that I had to start handcrafting, but it's definitely interesting if you've had that problem, Toes. I can't say I did. I do. I have heard of things like Death Worlds where you do have to start doing that kind of... You have to do these kind of tactics just to, well, survive, because that's Death Worlds for you, right? But in general, no. I've also never gone for the achievement either, right? Because I know there is an achievement if you don't handcraft. Oh, you have played Death Worlds. Okay, well, that's very different then, because that's not something I have done myself. Alright, let's get the science going, or at least make an attempt at getting some science to work, because I have... I'll just plonk it here, it's fine. So here I want... So science, you need some gears. Just put it there, so it'll be fine. Yeah, whatever. And then I need to get some copper too, so I need to... I would like to get another underground belt, or another splitter, would be nice. And then we can pull it. Alright, I need to not forget that science is pretty slow, so I think you can run... Wait, if I remember right, so this is half a second for a gear, and 5... Okay, you can run 10 science assemblers off of one gear assembler. And he's still using the hotbar board. I keep clicking things from my inventory. And probably everyone in chat is looking at me thinking, ooh, Jay, have you played this game before? Because it doesn't look like it. With handcrafting everything and clicking things. But I assure you, I do have. Not that I'm gonna pull out my Steam history, right? I don't think that's needed, but I'm gonna already move this lab actually, because I don't want that stuff to stay here. I would rather have my science be assembled here and then put the lab over here or something. A bit more downwards. Actually, I don't know how far I want to... actually... Wait, can I not blueprint this stuff? If I put assemblers here... Actually, I can put ghosts. There we go. So I'm doing this mostly for measuring purposes. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there we go. So later on, I'll be filling these in. And I want to put my research... I'm going to put my first lab over here then. Oh, that's what the cogs are going about. Yeah, you often have craft science and make moles. Yeah, we will be making some moles down the line. Don't worry about that, Toes. There will be moles. We need those. Actually, I'm going to put this one here and then put the inserter over here. And then this one will... it's going to move it directly up to there. That's fine. Okay, let's get some power going then. Gee, why am I... Yeah, you can do some shopping. I remember especially late game, you can make quite a few of those. Because if I remember well, late game, what you start doing is you have the robots. So you can make malls where you put a whole bunch of those logistics boxes and you put some low limits on it and then they will produce things like the... advanced power poles and nuclear reactors and things that you don't need that many of, really. Yeah, exactly. See, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break because the ads are running. So I will see you in just a moment. Make sure to take care of yourself too, and I will see you in a couple minutes. There we go. We should be back in. Welcome in, everyone. I hope that transition wasn't too broken, because it did look very broken on my side. I don't know. OBS can be annoying like that. But yeah, welcome back to Factorio. It is dark, so not much to see, literally, I suppose. We're doing the basic stuff, right? So I have some small production lines going. I have we're automating some belts. We're automating a bit of science slowly, so that should be okay. I have something that should resemble a main bus, and I already see it's going to be a little annoying to use, because I have this over here. This furnace thing is probably going to cause me a lot of grief, because I need to start moving this up. But that is a problem for future me. And we should be okay for now. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is we need to automate a couple things. In particular, I need to automate electronic circuits, because that's the one thing that I will need to make a whole bunch of other things. So I'm going to be making... we're going to make some assembling machines. We're going to be doing the classic one. It's a very classic layout where we will use... Oh, actually, that does not need to work like that. Also, I can... so I'm going to do a classic layout where I have 5 assembling machines, because the ratio of copper wire to electronic circuits, it's 3:2. So if you use 3 copper wire machines, or 3 machines making copper wire, and then you use 2 machines making electronic circuits, that's the exact ratio that you need. Also, copper wire, for those of you who are a bit newer to the game, is something you should never ever put on a belt, because you need a lot of it. So it's much better to directly move it between machines. It's not really worth it to put on belts, I feel. But that's more of a personal opinion, maybe. Maybe also not the most controversial thing to be saying in this game. Okay, so I'm gonna start setting that up somewhere here. So the first thing I need is copper, so I will need to... What I'll probably do is move this underground thing a little bit further. And then we can run copper down here, that's fine. Now he tells me. If there's gonna be people showing up here, like, I finished Space Age and I didn't notice. You tell me this now? Where were you when I needed you 30 hours before? I'm trying to think what my usual setup for this is. I think it's something like this, and then you power pole. I'm sorry, you will need to move because you're gonna be very annoying otherwise. Wire. Okay, we do a quick copy paste. Same here, and then I need to get some. Oh yeah, okay. It's like, don't put copper wire on belts, but you're playing on Fulgora. Yeah, that's. If you're playing on other planets, then I think my advice will not be so useful because I have not played the other planets. I have to admit. Okay. So we need some plates coming in too. So I will need to make another. What's this called? Splitter thing. Why am I putting them on the wrong... I'm putting my inserters the wrong way around all the time. That's not exactly good, is it? Okay. Let's try and build out the rest of this with my anemic production for now. It's okay. It will get better later. Do not worry. Or worry a little bit. Okay, so if I remember well, how I used to do this most of the time was I would bring this in here, here. And then I would put undergrounds, and then for the... yeah, like this. And then you put an inserter there, and that one brings the circuit, that takes the circuits out, and then you put one to create the circuits, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. So what I will do is let's make a couple more inserters. Hopefully this is something I really want to replace fast, right? Because I really don't want to start handcrafting all of my inserters. But there we go. Okay. And is no power? Oh, right. You need to put them in slightly different place to be better. And then here we will run this back. And we will... Let's keep a bit of spacing for the circuits. And then from here on... Let me think... Yeah, I want to start assembling... Let's start with assembling drills. That seems like the most sensible thing that I need to be doing. Okay, so we will do this. We do it like this. And then here... Let me just move this for a moment because it's getting in the way of everything I want to do. Actually, let's just get rid of this for a moment because it's getting in the way of everything I want to do right now. And okay, so drills is I need a plate machine and I need a electric drill machine. Okay, that should work. So I'm gonna try and get that going. But yeah, G, how far have you made it into the game? If you played, if you're talking about Fulgora, I am gonna assume that you've probably already made it quite far. I personally I've made it barely to. If I can follow as well, appreciate it a lot. I'm glad you find me entertaining enough to hit the button. Appreciate it a lot. I always find it a little bit difficult with these games. Especially to keep talking because it's very easy to get very focused on what I'm trying to do. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, in terms of other things that I was doing, I went to Board Game Cafe on Friday. So there's someone that usually plays on Fridays, and he really likes a board game that I have, which is a Sidereal Confluence. It's like a space trading game. He liked it enough that he got a copy of it for himself, but he did not get an expansion. I got an expansion for that game shipped from the States because it's I don't know why it's not available in Europe for whatever reason, but that's why he wanted to play with me. He's like, hey Jay, you managed to get a copy of this. I really would like to try it. Like, would be cool if you could head over on Friday. I invited a friend who is actually in chat, but I'm not gonna mention it because I don't know if they want me to mention this. I don't know if they want me to out them. But they also came with, which was a lifesaver because we had someone cancel on us, and so why am I doing this? I need to make fast inserters for everything. Which was a lifesaver because we had somebody else cancel on us, so we ended up being 4, and if my friend had not shown up, then we would have been 3 people, which would have been really unfortunate. And yeah, so we had a lot of fun, and it in the end what happened was my the friend who came to save my life then unsaved my life because they won with a quarter point difference. It's no joke. So they ended up having a quarter of a point more victory point more than me at the end of the game. Like sitting there, this is not possible, right? That they win on such a small margin. But they did. So what that means for me is that I need to get better at the game so that doesn't happen again. Then we played a different game, and then we ended up tying for joint victory. So I think what I've learned from this is if I want to actually win board games, I need to stop inviting him. Probably for the best. I think I'm going to change the direction of this because just to use my underground the most effectively that I can. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be making drills at some point, which is going to be very slowly. I don't know why I didn't take plates actually. But I have a feeling also most of my plates are going to get stuck in the gear machine for now. You're 250,000 signs per minute. Oh wow, okay, that's a very late game setup. I assume that's because you're also at the point where you have infinite research, right? So you beat the game and then you're trying to Yeah, exactly. So you have infinite research and all you're doing is ramping up the rest of the factory. That's cool, though. I've never actually made it to infinite research. I have beaten the game once, but that's about it, really. Like, I've never managed to get to the infinite research, which is very cool. I think it's very cool that you managed to get there. Okay, so we have... we need to ramp up the amount of drills we have. We still have these ghosts here, which is fine. They'll do just perfectly fine until we get everything else going. But yeah, you see our plate production is a bit sad. There's a lot of infinite research in space. Oh no, okay, that's not good. I need to remember that. We need to also have a look at our pollution. It's okay for now. I don't really have any kind of military automated, but I probably should at some point. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not building on this side, is I've noticed with this kind of setup, if you start building assembling machines on both sides of your main, they call it, most people call it main bus. If you start putting things on both sides, later on it gets really frustrating to play with. It gets really complicated. So it's better to just stick to the one side, I feel. It's a bit of personal opinion again. Maybe I should not call it personal opinion. Maybe I should call it I have tried this and it didn't work. So for your future reference, this is what works and this is what doesn't work. All right, let's see. So we're trying to make some of these, but it's going a little bit slow. So I think I'll put the box. I'll put a limit on the belts because I don't really need that many belts right now. Like I do need belts, but I really want more drills instead of belts right now. I need to start amping up our production a little bit. There you go. This is... Oh, there we go. So we have a bunch more of that, and then of course what this means is I think it's 2 ovens per drill, so I need to put a couple more of those. And then here, yeah, here we need to start skipping. Also, why is this one here? That seems like a bad idea. Just put it there instead. And then I think you can skip. Yeah, okay, that was a little misorganized for me, but it's okay. I think you can put one here. No. How are we gonna do this? No, I'm gonna have to do it like this. That's fine. And dump things in there. And then we need to start building more assemblers, I think. Okay, so you see already I have green science, which is logistics science, but I'm not actually making any of that stuff yet. So we're not gonna do that for now. And also you see here, right, in the beginning of the game, you need less copper. And then as the game progresses, that's when you will need to start needing much more copper than iron, from my experience. There's a couple of things late game that, especially the circuit boards, they really take up all of your... Also, is my music not working? Oh, I do apologize. Apparently I had it on very low. Whoops. So much for that. I'm very sorry. That was not on purpose. We need more assemblers too. We need more of everything, really. And also at some point I need to start defending the factory, otherwise we're gonna get attacked by a whole bunch of things. So how is our... Okay, yeah, we're already in power deficit, so I need to make more... I need to make another steam engine for now. And then probably put another boiler later on. At least we're gonna have to do that until I get access to... solar panels and other ways to make power. Like, my favorite is nuclear reactor, but that's a very late game research. I don't even know in Space Age when you get it. You just woke up? Damn, that is very late assembly. I hope you had some good rest. Welcome in, how's it going? How is our favorite assembler? Hope you're doing well. Can I get both of them like that? Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now we have a little bit more power to work with. So in terms of things that the biters like to attack, is that boilers, they love to eat boilers, and they love to eat mining drills, because those are the things that make the most pollution in this game, which is this red cloud that I'm looking at. Okay, so we have more belt, that's okay. I would really like a drill though, but I'm not really producing a lot of, well, our iron production is still kind of sad. So I really need to fix that at some point, get some assemblers going as well. I should also make an assembler that makes assemblers, right? We get some, what's it called, self-replication going in the factory. Make it, turn it into a von Neumann machine, which will definitely have no lasting consequences whatsoever once we teach the machines how to build more of themselves. We will certainly not be turned into paper clips or anything like that. Okay, that might be a little bit of too obscure, I'm sorry. So it's an incremental game where you make paper clips and ultimately you end up turning the entire universe into paper clips somehow. If you get to the end of the game. I'm doing alright. I'm chilling. I'm glad to be back in the factory as always. This is a new playthrough, so I'm taking it easy, just putting things wherever I can. Nothing too much. Other than that, yeah, I'm pretty good. I was at the board game cafe on Friday. I was at the gaming cafe on yesterday, and today there's no cafe that I'm aware of. nothing except chilling a bit with Factorio today. No, otherwise than that, I'm good. If you saw my social message and you thought it sounded very ominous, it's not. I'm starting a new job in the beginning of August, so not the happiest about it. Like I really could have done without all the stress of having to switch over jobs again, but it is what it is. We take it from there. But yeah, assuming if you slept until now, you had a pretty busy week, huh? Good luck with the new job. Thank you. I'm sure it'll go well. Is it good? It's the package is the same. That's the sad part, right? I changed because of well, it was, let's just say, becoming very detrimental to my mental health. So I didn't really have much negotiation room, in the sense of I needed to get out of there. Circuit boards take a lot to produce super production. Yeah, production modules are very good for that. Let's see. That's also. I'm gonna keep stealing all of this iron. But no, it's not much better than what I have right now, unfortunately. It's roughly equivalent, which is nice. Because it would have been extremely sad if then not only am I kind of forced to do something else, but then also go downwards in salary. That would be really sad. But no, that's not the case. It's roughly the same. So it could be better, but it could be a lot worse. That's kind of what it boils down to, doesn't it? Okay, so if I do all of this, that should probably help our power situation a good amount. There we go. You have to be careful with the amount of coal I produce, especially because those are not on electric drills. So you have to make sure that they still have... Okay, they still have quite a bit of resources left in them, so that's not too bad. And then what I wanted to do was... you got sick last week, and since your PM assigns more work than yet 210% of work. Okay, that's not good. I take it easy, Assembly. Don't let them pressure you because you were ill. That's ridiculous. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to steal this drill. Since they produce some fast production modes, doesn't really make them use much more power either. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I thought production modules were pretty... the power drain was really high, but if you're saying it's okay actually, then why not, I suppose. Okay, so we need a couple gears. And then we need a couple inserters and a box. I have a box though. And then we're gonna make some assembling machines. Because I am a little tired of having to handcraft them. Okay, I will probably split. I'll probably split again. I'm not so... I have done setups like this where you share... Well, actually, I think this one it's okay to share them. It's not that bad. But sometimes I've had setups where you try and share these things and then you end up with... You end up with one of the two taking over everything else and it's not very nice, so... Nice, I need an underground. I will need an underground at some point, which is not now, so that's fine. Okay, that's gonna be gears. You're gonna making assemblers. And then after that, we're gonna be working on something that makes inserters, because I'm also handcrafting them all the time. It's not great. In terms of research, I don't have green research yet. Maybe I should be starting to get that, but for now, it's okay. Let's do it like this. I think like this I can cover, yeah, nearly everything. Okay, that's fine. And then we have slowly having the iron come through. We have a couple more drills that I can use, so I'm going to use some of those. I have to expand our power setup as well at some point, because that's what these games are all about, right? It's slowly adding more and more until you... Actually, I could have spaced them slightly better, I feel, but it's fine. Also, this was a bit silly of me, right? If I move these back... Actually, is there... No, there is... this one maybe, but... Oh, this one's okay, actually. Yeah, this is fine. There you go. Okay, not the nicest power pole setup, but it works fine. Okay. We also have radars. You're only supposed to put them on stuff that takes off materials produced relatively quick. I've seen people use production modules on things such as the rocket silo, because the rocket parts are really expensive to make, so it makes sense that you do that. Okay, let's get another drill going. Unfortunately, no assemblers just yet, mostly because the gear machine keeps stealing all of the plates that are coming that way for now. But yeah, at some point we'll also have this chest filled with belts, so then that will also stop and we'll be fine. And that's what I like about this game, right? There's a lot of depth. There's probably a whole lot of techniques that I could have used to accelerate my start and have a, you know, have an easier time starting out. But I don't mind it so much, right? It's worth it on the rocket side. It uses a lot of... It does eat power. It really... Rocket silos do really use a lot of power. I didn't notice that. But at that point I had nuclear reactors, so I didn't really care that my rocket silo was eating all of my power. And this was also the original game, right? So you only need to launch one rocket to win the game. So it was mostly getting there, and then bam, game finished. GG's, collect your reward, everything's good. Yeah, this seems to be going pretty well so far. Except my sciencing, of course, is a bit anemic because I only have the one research lab. We're taking it very easy indeed. Huh? We'll get around to that. We can automate labs later. But first I want to automate inserters, because that's going to be the most annoying one. Oh, you started after space science. Oh, okay. Yeah, the original game So compared to the original game, Space Age accelerates things a lot, right? You get the rocket research a lot earlier in the game because you need it to get to other planets. But other than that, I think the progression is, I don't know exactly what in the base game, if they gate anything behind other planets. Is there anything you need to go to other planets for to get? Unfortunately, I can't really tell you that because I have no idea. Okay, let's see. Alright, so we're definitely gonna need some iron plates, which I don't want to run through here. I also need to automate these things as well. There's like transport belt and splitters. Okay, I'm gonna queue everything that's red signs, and then because I don't have green signs just yet. You have to wait and see. Yeah, I know that the progression is different. Don't worry. I will wait and see. I am patient. Ish. Patient enough at least. Okay, so inserters, we need gears. We need some circuits as well, so I need an underground and another splitter at some point. Like that. I need some assembling machines. You got some for me? Ah, great. Okay, we actually have assembling machines. Okay, so the basic one is gears. We're gonna need some gears. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna make 2 different setups, and one of them will make don't worry, I have a plan. It might not be a great plan, but I have a plan. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to achieve. This thing needs... Okay, we need a couple of that then. I also need power poles. Run out of those. Just put one there. Okay. And then I need a bit more of this stuff. And then you need this, and this, and a power pole there. Okay, that's sorted. And then what I will do is I'll put 2 boxes here. There. And you will start making assemblers then. Okay, great. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to do it for the... Okay, wait, no, they also need... this needs gears. Okay, that's annoying. That means I'm going to have to do it ever so slightly differently. But nothing bad. But, yeah, give me some more of those machines. Give me some drills. I need drills. Okay, so what I'm gonna do it over here then is I'm gonna use 4 machines. I'm gonna have 2 of them making gears. So you will make gears, you will make regular inserter, you will make long inserter, and you will also make gear. Okay, there we go. Oh, we already have 8 of them. Okay, sure, why not? I do not mind. We need to run this over here then, and then this one, well, we will use the inserters it makes. I'm gonna put the box over there. Where do you go? Over there. Okay, great. Run it down the middle, that's perfectly fine. Go there, go there, go there. And I think we're good, right? Like this makes this makes this. Yeah, that seems... I mean, the only problem here is that until I get all my fast inserters, I'm not making any of the other inserters. I mean, I could probably split it up a bit if I really wanted to, but it's... Yeah, I guess I have to, kind of. Yeah, let's do it like this then. If you put production modules on mines, you only get 5% boost on iron ore, but you get on circuits, you get 5%. You also need to produce less of everything for it to get extra. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's what I had the impression as well, is that you put it on towards the end of the chain, right? And not towards the beginning. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, 10 drills. Okay, that's gonna... We have 24 drills already. Okay, well, now we can really start. Making things. Also have to be careful because I don't think I'm making any stone. So if I need more furnaces, I have a problem right now. Also, the miner uses 2 seconds to produce 1. Okay, oops. No, that's all my factory dead. There we go, that's better. And the circuit only uses half a second. So the miner uses... I'm not exactly sure if that math works, Toes. That seems a little questionable. You have to forgive my skepticism on production speed affecting the power use of production modules. But then again, I'm not experienced enough about the game to be able to tell you if that is, well, true or not. Let's put it like that. Okay. That's probably too much power pulls, but it's okay. Okay, my power... Yeah, okay. My power production now is suffering. So we're gonna need another boiler. We're gonna need a couple more things. And I need to start putting defenses, right? Because I think those biters over there, here, are gonna start becoming very annoying soon. And I have no automation at all in this part, which is really bad. So I'm gonna start automating some military stuff. Let's see. You can make bullets. Just run it down here for now. I don't have anything. Okay, you will make... Oh, actually, like this is not so great, actually. Yeah, I haven't done the math. I'm pretty sure that if I start googling, I'm gonna find an infinite amount of people who have done the math on whether production is better than speed for every possible recipe in the game. But that seems that's a lot of dedication that I don't really want to do. And a lot of research that I'm not so interested in, unfortunately. If a machine runs for 2 seconds, it uses 4 power, and the other machine uses 1 power. Yeah, but isn't it a constant power use? Or do I grossly misunderstand how Factorio works in that regard? Maybe I'm extremely mistaken, huh? I'm not saying that I am dereference. Oh, maybe I ran out my playlist. Just 1 second. Yeah, I did. Okay. Just run it back. It doesn't pollute when it's not producing. But... I'll need to research this, Toes. The math is not mathing for me somewhere, but I don't know where. So I do believe you. It's not like I'm saying I don't believe you. It's more that something is not adding up for me, but I don't know what. Okay, let's get some bullets in there. Yeah, I'm also not making walls. That's not... Oh yeah, and our power use is pretty bad. Okay, we need to fix that. Let's do two of that. I need a piece of pipe somewhere too. That would be nice. And then we can start... I need to also make a... I need to start smelting bricks too, so I need to do that somewhere. And then we can put some defenses out, because otherwise the biters are going to slowly start nibbling away at everything I have, which is not nice. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, we have a bit more production now. Especially because I'm trying to run... So the pollution... Okay, right, because machines have different pollution per thing they do. I know that assemblers do not pollute as much as... Mining drills are very high polluters, that I do know. Okay, so if I get you right, it's more that at the end, it ends up being mostly the same. Okay. I'm trying to think if I could maybe just eliminate the... How many nests is that? There's a worm there too. I feel like I need more bullets if I want to attempt something like that. And I need the better weapon, right? I need the submachine gun and not whatever this thing is. So why is this not working? Oh, it doesn't have plates. Oh, and you also don't have plates. Okay, well. That works. Okay, there we go. And why are you not doing stuff? Because we ran out of... We're not really making a lot of circuits. Okay, I get it. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Efficiency is the one that gives the most if you care about pollution. Yeah, I usually don't care about pollution, but if you're playing Death Worlds, like you said, yes, then you will want some... Wait, is this thing... No, it is rotated the right way. I'm not pushing plates back onto this belt or something. Oh yeah, I think the problem here is I have one mining drill for copper. That's a little sad. Also, I think I can move you just a little bit back. That's even better. Put a couple of you over here. Oops. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. There we go. Right, I also needed to get some stone going because I want to build walls as brick, and brick is... Yeah, you have to smelt bricks. Okay, I do remember that part correctly at least. So we need some furnaces somewhere too, and a bit of a setup to mine stone. Let's do it like this for now. I'm gonna bring it somewhere, which is gonna be... I don't mind putting it roughly here. That's fine with me. So that would mean I do need to get some coal out of there then. We'll figure it out, don't worry. Okay, what else do I need? I need a bunch of inserters, but that's fine because now I have inserters for days, thanks to this whole setup here. Also grab some gun turrets, grab lots of bullets. There, 69 bullets. That's very nice. And I'm gonna put a couple. I'm not doing anything advanced for now. I'm putting a couple gun turrets here to where I think the closest nest is. Also put a radar down somewhere so I can find more nests. And we will grab some belts, because I need that too. Okay, so let's split off here. Do I want to do it like that? It's gonna be spaghetti anyway. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so let's put you over here. Move you up here. Then stone will be there. And we're gonna put the ovens. How do I like doing this most of the time? Yeah, ovens on this side. Okay. Move them up a little bit more. Because I don't know how much... I don't know what uses bricks aside from walls later in the game. I'm pretty sure I could use... There's a dictionary in game or something where I could look at that. But I don't know it by heart. I know for rails you need raw stone somewhere. That I do know. Which is a little annoying. But it's very specific, right? You only need it for train tracks. There we go. Run it up there. There you go. Now we have stone. We can get the stone out of there. Put it on. Big Short electric furnace. Yes, you're right. Okay, so you do need... You kind of need bricks somewhere, but only for one very specific thing. Which, unfortunately, is something that we do need a lot of later in the game, so... Thank you, devs, I guess, for making my life more difficult. And we will... How are we gonna do this? It's for oh yeah, because you need to. Yes, it is one of the sciences. They do guarantee that you have to produce everything in the game, right? There's no shortcuts there. Let's produce. I mean, I do need a lot of bullets, but I don't need that many bullets actually. So let's take these. Let's put what is this again? Oh, like green wire and stuff. Yeah, we don't need that just yet. That's fine. And then I will put my wall assembler over here. You will produce the walls. There you go. Put them in a box, and that's going to be it for now. I don't need that much. I don't need that much walls. It's fine. We need furnaces as too. Oh right. Because if I don't, I know I will switch over to steel furnaces at some point, but for now I don't have that, so I need to. I need something that assembles. Okay, so I could put it on this belt too, but that would be really scrappy. But maybe we can get away with it. Maybe I hope you will not hate me too much for doing this. It's a bit heretical, but it does work if I do it like that. I don't think I'm going to be needing or producing so much of either of those that this will end up backfiring. Okay, I'm going to move this just a little bit because I don't need that much of this stuff. It's already dying in chat because I'm doing this kind of techniques. I know. I apologize. I know this is not exactly clean Factorio gameplay, but it's cool. It could be worse, right? We could be doing, what was it again? The challenge where you put everything on the sushi belt or something? That is a pain. That is really not fun. I do not plan on doing that at all. Extremely cooked, exactly. Look, if you wanted quality gameplay, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of other people on Twitch you could watch that are infinitely better at Factorio than me. I'm just here to have a chill time and hang out and do things that are questionable too. In the game, of course, not in real life or something. That would be really bad. Okay, so we have the gun cartridges. Okay, where is the bottleneck on this stuff? It's copper still. Okay, yeah, because I made a whole bunch of copper furnaces and then none of them work. Okay, that's just fantastic, isn't it? Okay, so we will do that. Let's fix that. There we go. I know fast inserters use more power, but then afterwards you have to start upgrading them all with the robots. I can't be. It's a hassle, right? I don't want to do that. There you go. So that's already a bit more. I still have a couple furnaces left. Can even extend a little bit more further if I want. And then at some point we will have access to robots, and then I don't need to do this by hand anymore. I can throw down more furnaces whenever I feel like it. Yeah. And the other upgrade we can also do is the other upgrade I can also do at some point is make steel. I need to make steel, and then you can make steel furnaces. So that would also be very nice. I think maybe steel. We could do that here, I think. Yeah, here's an okay area to do it in. Yeah, our factory's already looking pretty nice. We have a good amount of production. We have. Okay, yeah, they're starting to attack now, so we need to bring the fight to them. Do I have repair kits? I make one repair kit, I guess. Yeah, that's done. What I could also do is bring the fight to them, right? Because I'm carrying about 150 bullets. So if I do the good old turtle tactics like this. I would like some for myself, though. And then I distract them a bit. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. It works okay if I'm the distraction, though. That's not too bad. Okay, there you go. And now we just turret creep our way up. I know it's a little cheesy, but, you know, if the game lets me do it, I'm gonna do it. The biggest problem with this tactic is the worm there. And maybe I should have thought about that before doing this. Because now I'm gonna drop turrets in range of the worm and they're gonna get destroyed really fast, I feel. Yeah, see, they do destroy turrets really fast, these worms, if you can get... It's okay, I'm gonna just drop everything I have and then... Problem fixed, but there's an even bigger nest right next to it. Okay. Not good. Okay, so let's pick up everything. We did it. Good job, turrets. You were great. I'm gonna put the power pole. I don't know if this still works in this version of in Space Age, but there used to be a concept called the victory pole, where what you do is you put a single what am I gonna say? You put a power pole like that so the biters don't spread to that area, but in reality, I don't know if it still works. Maybe they changed it or fixed it, or I do not know. Okay, let's put you there. Let's also put some more defenses around other parts of the base that are a little undefended. Right, let's put a couple ones around our... I'm not putting so much there because I'm not expecting a crazy amount of attacks, but still I'm putting things around the most fragile parts. And then, okay, this is all looking pretty nice. This is a little sad, but yeah, we can now expand this part out, right? Even though we're not really using the labs for it. I'll just put that there for now. Grenades are really good for bases, right? Grenades are also... grenades are really nice for clearing out worms too. And the shotgun is pretty good at taking down bases, but I don't feel it's good at anything else than that. If that makes sense. Okay, so our copper is still... could be slightly better. There's some drills in here, some assemblers. Actually, a lot of assemblers. I'll take them. I'll take all the inserters too. That's nice. Oh, I didn't do the same thing over here, right? With the electronics. Oh no, I need to... if I want to do that, I need to do it much earlier. Yeah, I need to do it here then. Oops. I'm gonna be taking that. I don't want copper plates to go where they should not be going. Let's get some more bullets, some more walls, more gun turrets. Okay, we're also making 5 million. We also have a lot of furnaces, that's okay. And then, okay, so what I need to do next is I'm making these by hand, these undergrounds and these splitters, so I want to automate that, right? Because I keep making them by hand now, it's not great. I can probably put some automation on that. Then we need to start doing a bit more defense. Actually, making armor for myself would not be the worst thing either, as well as a machine gun. Submachine gun, sorry. You have only recently learned that the biters evolve with time. You thought time... oh, barely evolve with time. I thought time was a very bigger factor, which is why I usually expanded at rapid speed, polluting the area, which apparently evolves the biters the fastest. So you created your own problems, yes. They do evolve with time, but as you say, Assembly, it's not that much. It's really... pollution is what makes them evolve faster. I don't know if there's any other factors as well, which is the technology level you have, or... I don't know if they evolve faster if you destroy their bases. I'm not sure of that. I'm unfortunately not knowledgeable enough about this game to tell you. Also, this was already very silly of me because now, with especially this one here means that I'm gonna have to do some underground belt shenanigans just to get past this, which is not what I had in mind at all. Oh yeah, that's not good. Okay, that's ugly. I don't like that. But it is what it is, right? I made a choice and I stand by it, even though it was not a good choice. Okay, let's power you again, and you will go back to making, what was it, furnaces, right? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Need a couple more undergrounds. Do I need copper for this? No, I need circuits and plates and belts. Okay, so I need... pollution is the main factor. Reducing pollution will make the gliders very easy. Yes. But they cannot evolve backwards, right? It's not that if you decrease pollution that you get easier gliders. I'm pretty sure that's not how this game works. So I have assemblers, but I need belts. And my belts are all here. I think I will unlimit this box because belt is something that we need so much of that it's worth keeping it going, I guess. Oh hey, welcome in, Marius. How are you doing? How's everything? Hope you're doing good. Happy Sunday. How were your adventures with Gerald? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm chilling. Playing some Factory. We're talking a bit about how I got, let's just call it new employment opportunities recently. And right now I'm doing my other job, which is, well, the factory, I suppose. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Or lasers. Yeah, lasers do work very well, but they also use power, and it's late game technology. So I unfortunately do not have lasers just yet. Okay, let's see. So this is going to be gear. You are going to make belt. You will make undergrounds then. And yes, I know the ratios are not correct. I know that you could probably make a lot more, but I'm okay with doing it like this, right? Oh, and this one I could probably do the thing with the boxes and make it a little cleaner, right? We do it like this. And then you. Okay. And then you will do that. You will do that. And then you will do that. There we go. Lasers are not for behemoth. Oh, behemoth biters is okay. That if you start getting those, we're already in the world of pain, right? That's not. that's also not something you will see that early on in the game. I don't want to think about it. Right? I don't want to think about the very big evil biters. I don't actually need this to go that far, right? I need... let's power this first. Okay, so you will grab me gear. You will grab gear. You will make on this one. So you need more plates. That's it. Oh, I also need the splitter here, because otherwise there's going to be no iron going to this part of the factory. There we go. Not that there is iron going there anyway, because I put my splitter in reverse. That was very smart of me. There you go. Oops, I guess. There's already reduced pollution, so they have to deal with them until very late game. That would be the sensible thing to do, but I prefer to do the... It becomes a problem at some point. It's a problem for future me. Okay, then we do this, we do that, and we do that. And we now have everything except more iron, because we're running out of iron again. So I need to figure out where the problem is, and the problem is we need more furnaces. But also I see we have a break coming up, and also I need to watch because I have my friend who is going live, who should be going live very soonish. So I need to be watching out for that. So what I will do is I'm going to take a quick break here. Let's also drop a save. Like that. I'm going to take a quick break. Please make sure to take care of yourself. get something to eat and drink as well. Get up, you know, do a couple stretches. It's never bad. And I will see you in just a moment. Alright, welcome back to the factory, everyone. I hope you had a nice break. Hope you got yourself something nice to eat and drink. I'm busy looking over on the side because a friend of mine, it looks like... Okay, they're just about to go live. So we are going to go... I'm going to put this back in the bar and then we're going to raid out to them as soon as we can because they have a surprise for us, alright? So let's go do that. Okay, so raid's already started. Alright then, thank you so much for being here. It was great to be back. I'm glad to be back. It was a very good time with Factorio. Even though, you know, might have been not the most exciting because it's the start of the game. But I always have a good time with this game. And I hope you had a good time as well. Thank you so much for being here. For when you can find me next, I'll be putting out a schedule. Tonight, I'm on holiday next week. So I have a bit more time. At least for the start of the week. Because the end of the week, I'm away. To make the most of my actual holiday, right? So I gotta do that. Let me just slap together a raid message as well. But yeah, probably tomorrow and or Tuesday I'll be there. It would be good. Wave a great day. Yeah, we will be waving for sure. All right, let's do it. We'll do celebrations from the factory raid, or if you don't have access to my emotes. Either. We'll keep it simple, alright? So if you have access to my emotes, you can use that first message. If you don't have access to my emotes, you can use that other message. So, okay. That's all I have for you today. Let's go raid out, because I see they're already revealing part of their models. So we have to be quick, raiders. Have a good one, alright? This was Jade Guild Cage. Thank you for being here.